Go live. Hi, all of you. Good evening. Pavneet, can you hear me? Good evening, all of you. Am I audible? Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, just setting up the process. Excellent. So, all of you, welcome to our self-study package for essays. My name is Shabbir. I am streaming from Edukemy studio. So, this is one of the new initiatives we have, considering that essays is a very important part of your GS preparation. 250 marks is entire one paper itself in your GS. And in many ways, this essays paper decides your final selection also. Although we say a good mark in essay is in the range of 125, 130, but most students who finally qualify, the marks are in the range of 135, 140, 145. The target will try to achieve, if you want to qualify and get a good rank, your target should be trying to score above 135. It has been possible. Though there are years, last year, for example, there were issues because the question paper was not the familiar regular type. But I think all of us have accepted this idea that essays में अब abstract topics ही पूछे जाएंगे. Hi Krishna, hello Kautuk, Shivam, hi all of you, good evening. So I was trying to tell that I think it's about time we all realize and accept the fact that essays will not be the regular topical essays anymore. We intend to prepare and get ready with more of philosophical essays, what we also called as the abstract essays. So welcome all of you. The essays program, which is a self-study program, and to support you in the process, we will be having 4 to 5 live lectures. And I'll tell you when all the lectures we will have, and you can accordingly get ready and meet me or discuss with me. This program is largely online. आपको package मिल जाएगा. And today's session, because it is an introductory session, so we decided to go live on the YouTube also as a kind of invitation for all to consider taking part in this essays program. So welcome all of you. Now, about what the essay paper is and what is the need of the essay paper, what type of essays you will write, what are the word limits, what type of framing of your points, ये सारे discussions already आपके videos में हैं. There are approximately about 56, 58 videos which have techniques of writing along with a good long list of topics that I have discussed. On average, each video will be about 1 hour to 1.5 hours. Some of them could be shorter. The topics demand less time. So, जो भी आपको टेक्निक सिखाना है, जो भी मेथड सिखाना है, वो आपके वीडियोस में है. You must watch the video like you are taking a live session. But in these 4-5 sessions, I will discuss something different. Not the techniques, because आप वो देख कर वैसे भी सीख सकते हैं. Okay, so that's my intention. Yes, hello all of you. Hello, good evening all of you. Okay, some of you have joined me later. So just re-emphasizing this fact that I want to initiate you into the essays writing process. There is something very specific I have in mind I'll discuss that for now. Okay, so let's get started now. अब देखो, in essays writing, what is the most important challenge we face? Okay, so I see essays में बच्चे 3-4 challenges. One is most of us have a problem in understanding of the topic itself. Understanding of the topic. This is a very big challenge, and given the philosophical type of topics that you have, given the topics which are not the regular ones that we read or we are comfortable engaging in, the moment you are asked abstract topics, okay, you have a problem in confirming whether you have got the topic right or not. That's one. Okay, the type of topics, for example, I mean, this topic has troubled everybody last year. The topic was, forests are the best case studies of economic excellence. People saw the word forests and they ended up writing about importance of forests, economic significance of forest, why should we conserve the forest, what are the problems because of which the economic significance of forest compromised. वो कहीं का कहीं चला गया. Okay, topic ही समझ में नहीं आया. This topic, history is a series of victories won by the scientific man over the romantic man. I found many students debating on who is a scientific man and who is a romantic man. Okay, on romantic man में they got into the idea of romanticism as a part of philosophy. वो जरूरत नहीं था. Okay, then this topic, okay, you cannot step twice in the same river. इसमें भी बहुत debate हुआ. Okay, does stepping twice mean polluting the river? Does stepping twice mean harming the river? That you can harm the river only once and not twice. उसमें debate हो गया. The fact is, this was not the focus of the topic. The topic was about that things in life are dynamic, things in life change, and if you step onto a river again, you would have stepped into another river with new water rather than stepping as in impacting adversely the river waters. वो topic नहीं था. So ये एक बहुत बड़ा problem है कि what does the topic mean? That's a challenge. The second important is, once you understand the topic, what do you write? What to write? Now here I have a suggestion. What to write? Okay, it is not about writing correct things. Like, it is not about writing, okay, relevant things. Not about writing correct things, not about writing relevant things. I'll say what to write should be based on marks कैसे मिले. Okay, आप क्या लिखोगे ताकि you start scoring marks so that you get 135, 140 plus. So what to write, correct तो आपको लिखना ही है, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है. Relevant तो आपको करना ही है, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है. लेकिन ऐसा क्या लिखें आप लोग so that you get good marks. It's something like, why should I take you into a job? I'm an interview board member. I'm asking you कि बेटा आप बताओ ऐसा आप में क्या है जिसकी वजह से मैं आपको जॉब में रख लूं. And your answer is, I'm an honest man, I'm a hardworking man, I'm a sincere man. मेरा आंसर है ये तो होना ही है. You better be honest. अगर honest नहीं हो तो please go out. You better be hardworking. I'm an employer. I would like to get the money worth that I spend on you. You better be sincere. इसमें तो कोई डाउट ही नहीं है. This is a given. ये तो basic hygiene factor है. अब बताओ, now that you are these three, ऐसा क्या quality है because of which I'll take you into a job? So when students prepare essays, they are more focused on, sir, okay, ये point गलत तो नहीं है, सर ये point सही है या नहीं है. मैंने कहा ये तो डिबेट होना ही नहीं चाहिए. आपको ऐसे आप गलत लिख ही नहीं सकते, आप ऐसे में कोई रॉन्ग इंफॉर्मेशन दे ही नहीं सकते. नाउ द इशू इज कि आप क्या लिखोगे ताकि 135, 140 मार्क्स मिले. इफ यू आर नॉट टारगेटिंग दिस मार्क्स, यू कांट क्वालिफाई एंड हैव अ रैंक. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट से सर 120 मार्क्स है या अच्छे हैं या नहीं है. मैंने कहा बेटा अगर क्वालिफाई नहीं कर तो बुरे मार्क्स हैं, अगर 125 से क्वालिफाई कर गए वेरी नाइस मार्क्स, no issues there. So, and my experience tells me last 5-6 साल में those who qualify invariably score in this range. इसका मतलब है your essays have to be not good, they have to be very, very good. You are talking about people who are already in the process of achieving good marks in the essays. वो दो तीन बार already अच्छे marks ला चुके हैं, because some of them are reappearing, okay, some of them are improving their marks. तो आपको very, very good essay लिखना है, not a good essay. So the challenge in essay writing ये है, एक तो है कि टॉपिक समझ में नहीं आता, दूसरा है कि क्या लिखें ताकि मार्क्स अच्छे आए. And my answer here is, your essay has to be impressive essay, not a good essay. ऐसे क्या पॉइंट्स लिखोगे, okay, so that the reader is forced to read your essay and give you good marks. The reader is forced to consider, oh wow, this guy looks like a nice material. This guy looks like a person who deserves to be in the service. ये वो discussion है. So how to make your essays impressive? My focus is not on how to write a good essay. How impressive essay ताकि आपको वो marks मिल पाए. Okay. उसके बाद में a third challenge that students have is how to organize the essay. Organization is a very important part of your structured understanding. It's a very important part of a mind that can think in a proper way. It is indicative of you as a thinking person, you as a person who has a sense of priority. Because I always maintain this. These essays that you write in examination, they are not a test of knowledge. जो भी knowledge test करना था, वो आपका GS 1, 2, 3, 4 पेपर में हो चुका है. They've asked you okay, questions on economy and history and environment and science and tech and defense and security and IR, okay, ethics, सब पूछ चुके हैं. And they also have tested your knowledge in your optional paper. इतना सारा लिखाने के बाद में 1000 मार्क्स का GS पेपर, ओके, और 250 मार्क का ऑप्शनल पेपर, 1500 मार्क लिखाने के बाद में और क्या बचता है कि दोबारा दे आर सेइंग कि राइट अनदर पेपर ऑफ 250 मार्क्स. सो व्हाट दिस एसे पेपर इज अबाउट इज एसेंशियली अ टेस्ट ऑफ योर पर्सनैलिटी. ये हमेशा आपको याद रहना चाहिए. एसे इज नॉट अ टेस्ट ऑफ योर language, it is not a test of your knowledge, it is not a test of your understanding like the GS, it is essentially a type of personality test, like a test that tells us about who you are as a person, what your thinking is, what is your orientation on issues, what your opinions are, आपका ability of arguing a point कैसा है, are you structured or not, are you organized or not, क्या आपके thinking में कोई biases हैं या नहीं. So organization skill is a very important part of your personality. Organization skill is a very important part that makes up who you are as a person. So I will fundamentally keep the challenge of essay writing to these three things. How to understand a topic, how to write an impressive essay, a essay जिसमें कि कुछ वजन हो, कि पढ़ के लगे, oh wow, this is the essay that I like and this person should get the job of an IAS officer. And third is how to organize your essay. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping some things aside. देखो, what kind of things bother us? What bothers us is, sir, how to write introduction. What bothers is how to write a conclusion. Sir, what type of quotes should I use? Sir, what type of stories can I write with? एक बड़ा common question है, sir, can I start the essay with a story or not? Anecdote की नहीं, वो पूछते हैं. Sir, what type of examples should I give in my essay? Sir, मेरा language खराब है, मैं language को कैसे improve करूं? So these type of questions bother us. My suggestion is इसको आप साइड में रखो पहले. Because see, अगर ऐसे के टॉपिक आप समझ नहीं पाए, how does it matter आपने क्या इंट्रोडक्शन लिखा है? How does it matter आपका कोर्स लिखा है भी कि नहीं लिखा है? How does it matter whether you have good language or not? अगर आपको टॉपिक ही समझ में नहीं आया, then all this is gone down the drain. So these are concerns, and unfortunately I find videos and videos on all of these topics, all of these things, how to start an essay. Okay, सर हमें कोई फॉर्मेट बता दीजिए कि सर मैंने ये फॉर्मेट में लिखा है, ये सही है कि नहीं. I don't care about the format. पहले ये बताओ टॉपिक समझे हो कि नहीं, and did you write points and discussions which were insightful or not. Otherwise ये कुछ मैटर नहीं करता. Okay, it's like, no matter how good a teacher I am, how brilliant an educator I am, if I'm not teaching what the exam requires, फिर तो मेरा जितना अंग्रेजी झाड़ लें, जितना ज्यादा इमोशनल मोटिवेट कर, सब बेकार ही है ना आपका. Okay, if I'm buying a car, no matter how beautiful the car is, if the car doesn't run, if the car can't be driven, if the car lacks an engine, how does it matter car में software क्या लगा हुआ है? So all of you, for today's session, introduction session, इसको अब साइड में रखो, हम इसके बारे में बात ही नहीं करेंगे. Okay, ये सब part of beautifying the essay है. How to have a good introduction, what type of quotes to use. I'll call them as accessories. ये बाद में आएगा. पहले हम समझेंगे कि essay को समझना कैसे होता है. How to understand a topic. Okay. Now, this is a invitation to all of you that please consider this thing, that the type of education you have had and the type of coaching classes we go to, unfortunately, most of the sessions, they do not have enough time, they don't give enough scope to think. Okay. ना आपके स्कूल में आपने सोचा है, ना आपके कॉलेज लाइफ में आपने इश्यूज को ध्यान दिया है, ना उसमें अध्ययन किया है. एंड कोचिंग क्लासेस फॉर यूपीएससी में यही है. इट्स अ मैडनेस ऑफ going to a class, coming out, going to a class, coming out. But essays, I think, is where they demand your thinking skills. The essays demand, okay, that you should have some kind of originality, okay, in how you have analyzed some topic. Okay, yes, exactly. Okay, so ये आप इस पे काम करें, आप इस पे काम करें. Okay, you need to spend, and at this stage, and is one very important reason why I said कि we should have these sessions, okay, as self-study sessions, because क्लास के पेस में बहुत बच्चे उतना टाइम दे नहीं पाते हैं कि where they can go back and think on what has been taught. So आप अपना self paced पढ़ाई करें. You take the videos for me. Okay, you take discussions for me, और आप self pace करो at your convenience, at your timing. Okay, and essays मेरे ख्याल से are a very good ways of easing off the pressure of preparation. They are a very good way of easing off, okay, the motivational issues in preparation. जब आपको time मिले, whenever you think you have some hours to spare, make a regimen. Okay, आप बैठ के 1-2 घंटे देखो. And remember, one very important suggestion: all the videos that you see, please do not simply view. Do not simply view. You have to study. का मतलब है आप notes लें. Okay, if required, rewind the videos. We have got no limits on that. If required, revisit the videos. You think on what has been told and go back and revise again if required. So view based, okay, please don't get trapped. आप pen paper लेके as a regimen table पे बैठो, put on your laptop or your mobile phone, whatever, watch the video and keep making notes, keep making jottings. So my discussions for the essay starts with, let us start thinking on the topics first. कि topic का मतलब क्या है, क्या कहना चाह रहा है, what is it trying to establish, what it is trying to challenge, what is it trying to probe. Okay, so मैं आपको series of questions दूंगा. कोई भी टॉपिक देखें, okay, ऐसे भूल जाइए आप. आपका काम होगा to establish कि भाई ये टॉपिक समझ में आया कि नहीं. That is my objective. Okay, is it okay all of you online? ठीक है. नहीं, there is no रामबाण here. ठीक है, ऐसा कोई ब्रह्मास्त्र नहीं है. दिस इज परहैप्स द बिगेस्ट assumption which goes wrong. There is no secret here. आपको सोचना पड़ेगा. I can only guide you in terms of do step 1, do step 2, do step 3. Okay, but सोचना पड़ेगा आपको. Take up a topic and I'll suggest एक एक टॉपिक लेके आप बैठे एक दिन. आपके essays में I have discussed close to almost 30 topics. बहुत होता है 30 टॉपिक या Okay, और आपके टेस्ट में भी 4 टेस्ट होंगे एंड वी आर गिविंग 8 टॉपिक्स इन ईच टेस्ट. 32 टॉपिक. आपके पास 30 टॉपिक्स यहां पर हैं और टेस्ट वाले टॉपिक्स. इट्स अ ह्यूज कलेक्शन दैट यू हैव एंड डू राइट द एसेज एंड सबमिट. हम करेंगे इवैल्यूएट एंड गिव इट बैक टू यू एंड यू कैन मेंटेन योर ओन पेस ऑफ स्टडी, नॉट एन इशू. ठीक है, एंड ऑफ कोर्स टेस्ट डेट्स जो हैं वो फिक्स्ड हैं. ओके, वी लेट यू नो व्हाट आर द डेट्स आर. So there's no other formula there to study. Okay, so let's get back. So my topic here is, okay, how do we think? अच्छा, जब आप thinking करें essay पे, I say there is something called as, okay, something called as the CIA technique. Okay, I mean I coined these kind of phrases just to help me remember. मतलब आप जो भी सोचें, make sure that there is some creativity in what you are doing. There is some insight and there is some analysis. ये तीनों में difference क्या है? I mean, this is perhaps the formula of how to write an impressive essay. Creativity का मतलब है, see if you can give us some kind of a new dimension. Okay, a new dimension, and the new dimension, okay, it can be an interesting one. Interesting one. Insight का मतलब होता है some kind of a deep idea, not a superficial one. कि लगे कि हाँ आपने सोच के कुछ deep issue उठा के discuss किया है. Okay, and analyze का मतलब है give reasons why you think so. Analysis, okay, is about substantiate जो आप कहना चाह रहे हैं. Okay, how do you substantiate? Analyze essentially means you're going deep and giving reasons wherever possible. That is how your essay becomes analytical. That's how the essay becomes insightful, creative, and it becomes impressive. Language का बहुत important role होता है. I'm not saying no. Okay, but see, language is something you can't acquire in as short a time. 2-3-4 महीने में क्या ही language आप change कर लोगे? You are what you are in terms of your speaking and writing skills. You are what you are in terms of your expressions. So language पे बहुत ज़्यादा disturb होने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. Slowly, gradually, you will pick up some language. Slowly, gradually, you will have an ability to discuss with some specific certain type of words. तो language को अभी आप ध्यान ना दें, आप इस पे ध्यान दें. ठीक है? So now to demonstrate this for all of you, I'm taking up a topic. Okay, let's see how this topic can be discussed. I'm taking up a topic. Okay, so the topic is you live life, you live, okay, you only live twice. You only live twice. Once when you are born, once when you are born, and once when you look a death in its face. Death in its face. Let's take up this topic. मुझे कोई टेक्निक नहीं सिखाना कि क्या ऐसे है, कितना वर्ड लिखना है, how to begin an essay, how to end essay, वो सब मारो गोली. I gave you a topic. I'm assuming all of you have done some GS, you have been doing some reading of newspapers. You probably are mentally prepared कि हाँ abstract essays होंगे. Okay, you are definitely a thinking person, otherwise UPSC में आओगे कैसे आप? Okay, let's take up one topic. देखो, keep all the doubts aside. क्या टेक्निक है, कैसे? Yes, Anuj. Okay, these essays have to be written. When you take admission, you will be told how to manage that. वो सब छोड़ो आप. Let's take up a topic. Okay, मेरा काम है to help you learn how to understand this topic and probably how can you start thinking on how to develop it. Okay, you only live twice. Once when you are born and once when you look death in its face. अब देखो, इस टॉपिक में there are 3 sentences and it's talking about living, it's talking about life. ठीक है? अब आप बताओ कि ये टॉपिक, do you realize it is counterintuitive? Because हमने क्या सुना है जनरली? हमने ही सुना है ना, you live only once. भाई जो मजे करना है कर लो. Okay, कोई रिग्रेट ना रखो. You only live once. Why should you mess up your life and your present? You only live once. Okay, so life is giving opportunities. Don't ignore it. ये हमारा विजडम रहा है. Okay, लाइफ में मौका दोबारा नहीं मिलता. Opportunity only knocks once. हमने ये सुना है. ये टॉपिक आपको एक काउंटर आइडिया दे रहा है and a very wise wisdom. एक चीज याद रहे, all the abstract topics that you have, जितने भी abstract topics होते हैं ना, they essentially are wisdom. They are deep ideas. They are wisdom. They are something beyond what regular we know about life and what we should do. ठीक है? So अब क्वेश्चन है कि ये काउंटर इंट्यूटिव है. This is not what we have been told. This is not what we have learned. This is not what we have memorized. हमने तो मेमोराइज किया हुआ है कि there's only one life, live it. There's only one opportunity, don't miss it. There's only one moment, okay, in your life, try to make most of it. हमने ये सीखा है, भाई मर गए तो मर गए. ये उल्टा बोल रहा है that you live only twice. तो इस टॉपिक को खोलने के लिए आपको रिलेट करना होगा that life, it says, is about when you are born, and life is also about that moment when we know that we are dying. ठीक है? Now keeping these 2 things in mind, life is when we are born and life is that moment when we know we are dying. What does life mean? Why do we say life is when we are born? तो आप मुझे बता, keeping these 2 things in mind, now you tell me, okay, what is the topic telling us? कि life is what? What is life? What is the meaning of living? Don't give me a generic answer. कि living is breathing, living is eating, living is laughing, living is friends. So if I leave the topic, what does living mean? Living could be your biological functions. Okay, living is being happy. Living is about growth and development. Living is about having friends. Living is about enjoyment and laughter. Living is about self discovery. आप बताओ, make a list for yourself. कि अगर वो टॉपिक नहीं होता तो लिविंग का क्या मतलब होता? यही होता मीनिंग? Can some of you give me some more words and phrases? Let's see. If I did not have the topic with me, what would living mean? Okay, living would mean breathing. Living would mean eating. Living would mean good health. Okay, would mean good health. Living would mean being happy, enjoying, laughter. Life, get a life बोलते हैं ना, go get a life का मतलब क्या है? Have friends, enjoy, have party. Living would mean self-discovery. You have found out what you are good at. Okay. No, that's a bad word. Living is not compassionate. Yes. Living would mean having a life of dignity. Absolutely. Get a life. का मतलब है, go get a dignified life. Get some respect. Yes. Living would mean growth and development. कि I am living, thriving. Life का एक बहुत important aspect है growth. You're growing in terms of years, you grow in terms of experience, you grow in terms of your physical attainments, your material attainments, your wisdom. Living would mean learning. ठीक, ये लिस्ट हो गया आपका. अब मेरे पास दो वर्ड है. ये टॉपिक बताता है कि लाइफ इज अबाउट व्हेन यू आर बॉर्न एंड लाइफ इज अबाउट द मोमेंट यू रियलाइज दैट यू विल डाई. ठीक है, तो आप बताओ इन लिस्ट में से यहां पर कौन सा फिट होता है? जस्ट व्हेन आई एम बोर्न. ओके, व्हाई डू आई से इट इज लाइफ? यस, जस्ट आई एम बोर्न का मतलब यस, दैट इज बॉडीली फंक्शन. Like I am born, I come out of the mother's womb, I am breathing, I am crying. Okay, that's life. When I am born implies that life is about experiences. Okay, that's why born is the beginning of experience. Yes, that is life. Okay, born का मतलब क्या है? Born somewhere is also linked to happiness. That I am born, I have arrived. Happiness भी होगा, I am born. So I live life when I am happy. I am living life when I am biologically functioning and I have good health. I am beginning life when I am starting to experience life. Okay, and somewhere being born would also mean some kind of sorry, इसमें लिस्ट में नहीं है. Being born would imply opportunities. I am born implies opportunities. Being born का मतलब है now see, don't get into too much of esoteric ideas. Anuj, क्या मैं being born का एक extreme form है ये spiritual achievement. But यहां पर हम born लेके चल रहे हैं the physical act of actual birth. You live twice. When I am born, when as a child I am born implying I have opportunities. I am born, I've come into a life for the first time. My experience starts. I am born, I'm biologically functioning, I'm healthy. I am born, I get some happiness and people around me are happy. ठीक है, अब इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? That you are having a life is when you realize you're going to die. इसमें कौन सा फिट होने वाला? यहां पर लाइफ का मतलब है, see, when you face death, क्या दिखता है आपको? What is it that you realize? You realize that you have been ignoring life. That ये think of when I see death in my face, flash क्या करता है? My entire life flashes back in front of me. The lot of regrets. Oh, I could have done that. I could have done that. Oh, I missed an opportunity. When I face death, I'm aware of who I am. I am born, I'm happy, I'm alive, but dhire dhire we become mechanical. Dhire dhire we are trapped in a cycle of some mechanical acts. But when you face death in front of you, you realize, yeah, this is not the life I wanted. I am a different man. Self-awareness is a very important aspect of the moment you face death. The self-awareness. When you face death, you kind of relive your memories. सब याद आ जाता है. Who was when, who you loved, who you cared for, what your trauma was. आप kind of relive करते हो. So you are born again because you live through the memories. This is a moment when you face death. It's a moment when you are conscious about what you are and what you probably missed out on. इसका मतलब है, when you face death, the realization is itself a life. Life is not mechanical breathing. Life is about realization. Life is about self-awareness. Okay, life is about living through memories, what all you have lived. Otherwise, from the time I am born, the time I die, this was a great moment. This was a moment of realization. इसके बीच में we are leading a mechanical life. एकदम मशीन बने हुए हैं, उठ के जा रहे हैं ऑफिस, ऑफिस से वापस आ रहे हैं, पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं, कुछ सोच भी नहीं रहे हैं हम लोग what's happening. That the life in between that we have is totally lost because we stop thinking, because we stop being conscious about who we are. We bury our memories. We live a mindless life. तो इसीलिए whoever the writer is, he says, आपका life actually living जो है, ये दो moment है. Yes, in this phase in between, we have taken life for granted. Life for granted. Yeah? Yes, you will start living only when the realization sinks into you. यहां पर is a phase when there is no realization. ना आप सोच रहे हो, ना आप dwell कर रहे हो, ना introspect कर रहे हो. यहां पर there is no introspection also. यहां पर introspection तो है. So life is about introspection. Life is about realization of who you are, what you could have been. अब टॉपिक का सेंस बना, वापस देखो आप. Life, you live life twice. One, when you are born, the excitement, the opportunities, your physical functioning, the happiness you bring, that's the beginning of life. You have lived that moment. You live that moment, even the people around you have lived a moment along with you. And when a moment you're going to die, is a moment of realization, the moment of introspection, the moment you think about what you have lost. That moment when you are dwelling on yourself, that's the moment when you actually probably have life. So इसका मतलब है, living life, what this means is, living life is a very conscious and a deliberate process. It's a very conscious and a deliberate process. ये automatically थोड़ी होता है. Automatic हो तो आप machine हो. If you are a pre-fed computer, programmed to react and respond in some ways, फिर तो आप machine हो. फिर कौन सा आप life जी रहे हो? So this topic is about, do not live that mechanical life. Do not live that automated, algorithm-based life. Make conscious choices. Make conscious, deliberate choices. Introspect. Grow the way you should grow, consciously, not mechanically. टॉपिक समझ में आए भी आपको? इस टॉपिक का क्या करना है वो बाद में आएगा. So what you guys should do is, you must have a range of topics and sit down and think on those topics. ये टॉपिक का मतलब क्या है? So now see, what I would suggest. Yes, Sarangi, that's fine. Yes, we take for granted. Yes, Sarangi, you're right. Yes, embracing and making full moment. Yes, every moment to the fullest. Yes, Garima, you're right. Okay? So it's like this. So if I look at what are the most important steps in writing good impressive essays. Number one I'll say is get out of formats. Get out of any format. सबसे गंदा format is the pestle principle. Okay, political, economic, social, technological, legal, environmental. Okay, I'm sure all of you have heard this nonsense. इस टॉपिक में क्या डालोगे पॉलिटिकल? What will be economic here? What will be technological here? Is such an absurd formula that saps the energy of a good essay. ये पढ़ने का मन नहीं करेगा. जबरदस्ती आप एक डाल रहे हो पॉलिटिकल एंगल, जबरदस्ती आप डाल रहे हो एक इकोनॉमिक एंगल. ये फॉर्मूला काम नहीं करेगा. यही तो डिफरेंस है. आई मीन दिस इज व्हाट इज अ फास्ट फूड, अ फॉर्मूला फूड. नो मैटर व्हाट, जब कंपटीशंस होती हैं शेफ्स की और एंड द आर्ट ऑफ कुकिंग एंड क्यूलिनरी की, हैव यू एवर सीन अ फास्ट फूड गेट एन अवार्ड? मैकडॉनल्ड को देखा है अवार्ड पाते हुए, बेस्ट शेफ का अवार्ड? नो. वो फॉर्मूला बेस्ड है. इट्स मैकेनिकल, इट्स एक्चुअली डल. द ब्यूटी कम्स फ्रॉम एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग, क्रिएटिंग न्यू आइटम्स, न्यू डिशेस. तो ये जो फॉर्मूला वाला राइटअप है, गेट आउट ऑफ इट. ये सब कन्वीनियंस एंड के लिए होता है कि भाई इतना लिख लिया, कुछ नया सोच नहीं पा रहे हैं, और लेट मी थिंक आई कैन हैव सम फॉर्मूला. अदरवाइज देयर इज नो फॉर्मूला. ठीक है, गेट आउट ऑफ फॉर्मूला. दैट्स रूल नंबर 1. नंबर 2, spend lot of time in thinking about the essay. मैं तो कहूंगा आपके पास टाइम है अभी. इफ रिक्वायर्ड 2-3 घंटे एक टॉपिक पे सोचो बैठ के. Sit down and think and dwell on the topic. देखो, whatever techniques I had to teach you, वो वीडियोस में है आपके पास. आप देख लें, तसल्ली से देख लेना. But I'm giving you something different from what the videos will give you. Okay, so think on the topic. So if I talk in terms of steps, I'll say think on the topic. Okay, try to develop insights into the topic. Okay, try to understand the context of the topic. आपको क्या लगता है ये टॉपिक जो पूछा गया है, ये किस कंटेक्स्ट में पूछा गया होगा? That you live only twice, once when you are born and once when you face death. What do you think is the context? बैकग्राउंड क्या होगा? ये टॉपिक कहां फिट कर सकते हो? बताओ, क्या कंटेक्स्ट है? Anybody? Online, when you guys, क्या होगा कंटेक्स्ट? बताओ कंटेक्स्ट. Yes, the mechanical life we are living in our society today. कंटेक्स्ट हमारा प्रेजेंट डे लाइफ ही है ना. The urbanization that we have, the mechanical, socializing that we do, है ना. वो याद आता है ना, इतने बड़े भीड़ में फिर भी तन्हा है इंसान. Look at the number of people you have in your WhatsApp group, and none of them are worth calling as true friends. Yes.
Life is not about the quantity of breaths you take. It's about the moments that take your breath away.
Yes, absolutely. The impressive that take your breath away. Yes. See, वो context है. Our life has become mindless rat race. Yes, Nikhil, I always have this favorite quote of mine. The problem of rat race is, at the end of the race, you are still a rat. Nothing changes about you, your travels. You are still a mindless person running. ये context है. आप इसके बारे में सोचो कि टॉपिक का context क्या है, टॉपिक का insights क्या मिल रहा है. Then you think about कि what are those 4-5 important points that you can write on. And then of course the actual writing. तो हम चाहेंगे आप इस पे ध्यान दें. Is it okay, all of you? So all the other formula, what introduction, what conclusion, what type of language, can I write a story, can I have a quotation, can I use data, ये सब are trivial things. अगर आपको टॉपिक समझ में नहीं आया, अगर टॉपिक का निचोड़ आप निकाल नहीं पाए, if you can't contextualize what has happened, your writing is of no consequence. So get out of any formula. कोई फॉर्मूला, ऐसे राइटिंग का कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं है, बस यही फॉर्मूला है, a logical beginning, a logical end, make it impressive, show that you have dimensions, and write in organized way. That's all. That's the rule. It's like, how do you win a race? There's no formula. Okay. Practice well, be healthy, get pumped up, make sure that you are running honestly, and go run the race. इसको आप फॉर्मूला बोलते हो तो ठीक है, that's your formula, go win the race. The essay writing is that act of creativity. Essay writing is that aspect of dwelling inside your own personality. ठीक है? So I'll give you a couple of seconds. दोबारा वो topic देखो and let me know if you understand the topic or not. Yes, Nikhil, you are right. ठीक है? You live twice. Once when you are born and once when you face, death. When you look, death in its face. You live का meaning birth and the moment you face death से relate किया जा रहा है. Fine, all of you? Can I move on? I'll take up one or two topics. मेरे ख्याल से यही discussion आपको important है. Techniques तो आप सीख लोगे. Okay. Now one more topic I take up. One more topic. Write the essay. Write the essay. I said, let this come later on. Okay. I'm taking one more topic. Science is not only, the topic is, science is not only compatible with spirituality, it is a profound source of spirituality. Science is not only compatible with spirituality, it is a profound source of spirituality. You don't need to be a spiritual man for this topic. You do not need to have a definition of spirituality. एक broad idea तो है ना कि what is spirituality? आंख बंद करके सोचो, what is spirituality? Okay, what does it mean? And science. And there is something called as science. ठीक है, I am giving you some time to dwell on this first. पहले आप सोचो, ये कहना क्या चाह रहा है? What is it talking about? Okay, science is not only compatible with spirituality, it is a profound source of spirituality. ठीक है? It is a profound source of spirituality. So I will ask you questions, you tell me. The first question I'm asking you is, say a person A is saying this. Let's assume person A is responding to something. He is hearing कि B ने कुछ कहा है और उसके जवाब में A ने ये बोला है. What do you think B has said? What do you think B has said? जिसके response में A is saying this.
Science and spirituality does not go hand in hand.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. Make sense? Yes. that science and spirituality are not compatible. If you're scientific, you can't be spiritual, and vice versa. The science and spirituality are two opposite ends of some spectrum. Okay, they are opposed to one another. They can't reconcile. They can't converge. यही debate हुआ होगा. So what is B saying? B is saying that science and spirituality are not compatible. Science and spirituality, okay, are not aligned. That they are opposed ideas. Which of these two ideas? Okay, which of these two ideas do you think is the common thinking? Is B common thinking or is A common thinking? B. Again an example कि आपको एक काउंटर इंट्यूटिव आइडिया दिया जाए, इस पे लिखो. It's a counterintuitive thing, no? Okay, what we are told is, yes, what we are told is this: a scientific man is anti-religion, a scientific man probably is an atheist, a scientific man does not believe in metaphysical reality. Okay, a scientific man will dismiss faith as a very important aspect of introspection. He is dismissive. ठीक है, बट ये कह रहा है कि नहीं, साइंस तो सोर्स है स्पिरिचुअलिटी का. ठीक है, सो दिस इज योर फर्स्ट लेवल ऑफ थिंकिंग. फर्स्ट लेवल क्या है? that I am questioning, I am asking the basis of why this must have been said. इसी को बोलते हैं contextualizing. Okay, आप बताओ, is it possible some people believe in this? जो ऐसे लिख रहे हैं, is it possible some people believe in this? Yes or no? Yes, some people believe, yes, not compatible. And there will be some people who may agree with this. The question is, आप क्या करोगे? If you disagree with this, तो आप ये लिख के आओगे क्या? No. That's rule number 1. You cannot write against the topic. Remember this. ये डिबेट नहीं है, ये स्टेटमेंट है, ये आपको बता दिया गया है. Don't challenge this. Using this context, अब आप सोचो कि ऐसे क्या लिखोगे so that this is proved wrong and this is established. अगर टॉपिक होता, if the topic was, do you think science is compatible with spirituality? Then you had a choice. You can say yes or you can say no. यहां पर चॉइस नहीं है. I always believe that the statement is a summary of the entire essay. ये जो स्टेटमेंट मिला है ना, ये ऊपर हेडिंग है ना, राइट? So imagine I have a heading. मैंने एक ऐसे लिखा है और ऐसे के ऊपर ये हेडिंग दिया है मैंने. हेडिंग here. What does this mean? That this essay is about this heading, right? This essay is justifying the heading. This essay is explaining the heading. How can I write something which is not explaining this? अगर heading होता, is science and spirituality compatible? तब you had a choice. You can say yes or you can say no. But मैंने यहां पर is हटा रखा है. There is no is here. There is no question mark here. मैंने ऐसा स्टेटमेंट दिया है कि साइंस एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी आर कंपैटिबल. देन यू हैव नो चॉइस ऑफ डिसएग्रीइंग विथ दिस. ये पहला रियलाइजेशन है. ओके, सो दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टेस्ट. व्हेन यू आर रीडिंग अ टॉपिक, you must ask and question yourself कि is the topic giving you a scope of a debate or not? Is the topic giving you the scope to disagree or not? अगर नहीं दिया जा रहा है तो आप नहीं कर सकते. फिर सवाल उठेगा, सर इफ आई डोंट बिलीव इन दिस आइडिया, मैं लिखूंगा कैसे? then my answer is don't write. Then look for another topic. If I don't agree to this, I have no business of saying कि एग्जाम में आप गलत हो, मेरा ये आइडिया ये मैं लिखूंगा, ये आप तो कर ही नहीं सकते. So under no circumstances, okay, you cannot challenge the topic unless you are asked for your opinion. You cannot challenge the topic unless you're asked your opinion. Okay, आप अगर counter लिखोगे भी, counter should ultimately go in the favor of what the topic says. Okay, अगर मुझे लिखना है, if my topic says Ram is a good boy, but I believe Ram is a bad boy, मैं ये लिख ही नहीं सकता, मुझे यही लिखना होगा. बट सर ऐसा तो थोड़ी है कि राम इज परफेक्ट. Then I'll say, yes, there are some limitations in Ram. There are moments that he had lied. There are moments he was disobedient. However, these were circumstantial. He was lying to save his friend. He was disobedient because he was asked to do something which is unethical. Therefore, by and large, I think Ram is a good boy. तो क्या आप counter argument लिखोगे? हाँ लिखो ना. But the counter argument should ultimately establish this, not go against this. So that is a art of writing. एक art of debate बोलते हैं कि if two people are debating, okay, one technique is you talk about what B will say and then reject B. ठीक है, पहले कहो कि B ऐसे कहेगा, B ऐसे कहेगा, B ऐसे कहेगा. Okay, but I think B is wrong, B is wrong, B is wrong, and therefore my idea is right. That's a technique of debate. So इस essay में can you write the opposite aspect? Yes, you can, but only as long you turn around and establish again that yes, science and spirituality are compatible. Have I made this point clear, all of you? Achha. Now let's take up how to open up the topic. अब देखो, एक तरफ है साइंस, एक तरफ है spirituality. Forget about the technical details of spirituality. You tell me, spirituality for you means what? Give me 4 or 5 points. What does spirituality mean? Spirituality means calmness. Think of, forget definition, भूल जाओ आप. You are a layman, but you are an educated man. You are fairly aware of what's happening. कहीं कुछ पढ़ा होगा, उसी के बेस में देखते हैं. Okay. So spirituality is calmness. Yeah?
Transcendence.
Yes, you are transcending what? It's an act of you can say going beyond the limitations imposed. Okay, that's transcendence. Forget about big words. Spirituality is self-realization, correct? Spirituality is meditation and focus. Spirituality is faith. तो मैं जबरदस्ती deliberately I will not use the word religion here. तो मैं फंसा दूंगा अपने आप को ना. I must talk about how science and spirituality are related. So if I say spirituality is about God, I might get trapped. I will only write those points जिससे कि मैं ये develop कर पाऊं. So spirituality is faith, it's focus meditation, it is self-realization. Spirituality is about calmness and patience. Spirituality is somewhere is a belief in goodness. Spiritual people are good people. I mean, that's what at least we learn. Okay. Spiritual people are not biased. It's about having a very open mind. Isn't it? Spirituality is about a very accepting, open mind. Yes, spirituality, okay, has very good connection with nature, with life. Can I say spirituality is honesty also? अब देखो, इस तरफ मेरा साइंस है. अब बताओ इसमें ऐसा क्या चीज है which is not science? Isn't science about self-realization? Okay, science is about the realization of potential, realization of what exists in reality. Science is about an open mind. Science में bias थोड़ी चलेगा आपका. Science is about patience, because science talks about everything has a process. Everything is part of some deep mechanism. Science says nothing is random. Science says हर चीज का कुछ ना कुछ reason है. Science encourages explore. Science encourages question. Science encourages be flexible. Science says the answers to everything is nature. Look for answers in the nature. So अगर मैंने ये listing करा दिया, you automatically know, yes, there is a match. If you have to be spiritual, you are in some way scientific, with open mind, with a sense of realization, a mind which is not biased. You follow a process of self-discovery. Science भी वही कहता है. Okay. Science is not given to pretensions. Science में honesty बहुत है ना. Science has a lot of honesty because what science says is purely based on facts, evidences. तो इसमें थोड़ी कोई pretension थोड़ी है, कोई act थोड़ी है. Science has no falsehood. अगर false है तो हटा दो, science नहीं होगा आपका. Now tell me, how are they not compatible? You pick up those 4-5 points that look like, yes, both are matching. And if a man can do this, can't he automatically become spiritual? यही है आपका ऐसे. So what I'm teaching you here is you don't have to be technical in terms of these words. आपका अपना understanding है. None of what I've said here is about any great knowledge that you did not know. Yes, scientific temper, C. Okay, spirituality. The more I believe in science, the more I believe in God. Yes, Einstein says so. Yes, Sarangi, you're right. मैं आपको सिखा रहा हूं. So see what I have done. In my process, what I did was, number one, I tried to know कि इस टॉपिक का कंटेक्स्ट क्या है. What could have been the root idea that this topic is challenging, or the root idea that the topic is establishing. The root idea is a saying that science and spirituality are not compatible. ये वो चैलेंज कर रहा है. तो ये आपने अपने आप को पूछ के ये सेट कर दिया. You have a basis now. Second thing I asked is it a debate? Is it a debate? Can I take a position? Can I take a position? Or I must say what is stated. Or I must say whatever is stated. The third thing I did was I split the topic. I split the topic in terms of what was the key idea. Okay. Then I'm trying to, okay, link the words and establish some connection. These are the 4 tools I used in unraveling a topic. मैं तोड़ दिया. Science एक तरफ है, एक spirituality है. What does the word spirituality mean? What does the word science mean? Then I'm matching. Okay. Matching to prove that there is a link. There could be some words where there is no match. हम उसे ignore कर देंगे और क्या? Is it okay, all of you? Make sense? Okay. And see, if I go back again, what I find is, if not only they match, but the fact is, if I am scientific, I can also become spiritual. It is science that forces me into spirituality. ये तो टॉपिक था आपका. Make sense, all of you? So मैंने कहा ना, actual essay बाद में देखा जाएगा. First, spend some time dwelling and thinking on some topics. कि आप वो सोच पा रहे हैं कि नहीं? Are you able to drive home that type of conversation with the topic or not? Then we'll see what to write down. Sarangi, if you know a similar proverb, please use it, no problem. Okay, but my experience tells, exam pressure mein, to get a similar one, you have to be really lucky. आपको तो अपना अंग्रेजी याद नहीं आएगा, आप एक प्रोवर्ब याद करोगे. You might get lucky कि आपको एक सिमिलर वाला याद हो गया. Otherwise, it's generally not as easy. But if you do, please go ahead. Perfectly fine. It will help. Okay, you write better. But don't count on it. That's my suggestion. Don't count on it. Can I move on? Can I move on? Now, one important step. So, once you have understood the topic, जो भी मैंने कहा अभी तक ना, it's a part of your rough work. आप बैठ के जॉटिंग कर रहे हो. And I'm convinced कि यार टॉपिक समझ में आ गया. अच्छा, यही बोलना चाह रहा था. Now what you do is, step number 2 आप ये करो, that write trying to explain the topic to somebody who hasn't understood the topic. सोचो आप किसी को खत लिख रहे हो, ठीक है, योर ब्रदर, योर सिस्टर, योर फ्रेंड, ठीक है, उसको ये टॉपिक समझाना है. आप क्या लिखोगे? आप, इट कांट बी फुल ऐसे, राइट? 3-4 पैराग्राफ, मे बी 1 पेज. ओके, सो मैं क्या लिखूंगा? डियर फ्रेंड, this is a very interesting topic. Okay, this topic is challenging. What most of us have known or are told. You must have heard that a scientific man, that a scientific man is not spiritual, because somewhere spirituality is linked to religion and God and belief. Okay. And because science, okay, kind of is known to challenge the existence of God. Hence, the popular belief that science and spirituality are not compatible. However, dear friend, okay, the truth is different. Okay, spirituality is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And what we find that science is also more or less 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And not just this, if one is scientific with an open mind, who is process driven, who is not biased, when somebody who is willing to explore and question, it actually is a good way of becoming spiritual. Spirituality is not about superstitions, blind beliefs. It's about self-awareness. It's about an open, unbiased mind. Therefore, this topic says the science and spirituality are compatible, and science is actually the basis of spirituality. लिख पाएंगे आप लोग? This is nothing but the essay का introduction. पहला पेज आपका essay का बन गया. You don't have to define spirituality. You don't have to define what is science. Talk from a layman's perspective. Talk from a layman's thinking who is also educated, who knows the idea what is spirituality in maybe vague terms, but पता है क्या है. अब वैसे ही लिखो ना ऐसे. Okay, so your steps in essay writing is this. Understand the topic. For understanding topic, मैंने 4-5 पॉइंट दिया. Okay, that you develop the context, क्या background है, that you ask yourself debate है या नहीं. Okay, find the keywords and split the topic and then link the words. Of course, इसके पहले एक context भी तो था. Yeah, context here. First one. These 4 steps together mean you have a topic understood. ये सारा आपका rough work हो रहा है. All of this is the rough work. Once rough work हो गया, अब आप ये कायदे से लिखें. Take a pen and paper and write down कि I am writing a letter to my friend. What will it be? I'll suggest do this for 5, 6, 7 topics. And maybe ask your friends, ask whoever you can कि भाई मैं जो लिख रहा हूं आपको समझ में आया कि नहीं. Maybe sometimes yes, but it's difficult for us to check all of this. Because I said this is more like a self-learning thing. Okay, आपको techniques बता दे रहे हैं. Okay, so try this down and see whether you have clarity or not. All of you good here? Anybody else? Online, anybody else wants to clarify something? Anybody? Achha, let us take up one more topic to probably seal this. poetry is nearer to vital truth than history. Poetry is nearer to vital truth than history. Maybe give yourself 10, 15, 20 seconds. Let the topic sink in first. Poetry is nearer to vital truth than history. Any comments you want to share? Okay. Let's see. Again, generally speaking, what do we know about poetry and what do we know about history? वही आइडिया है कि ये टॉपिक जो बोला होगा, he probably is reacting to something. He probably is responding to something. वो क्या है? Somebody is saying, yeah, poetry is fantasy. Poetry is imagination. Poetry is, okay, exaggeration. Okay, poetry is romanticism. ठीक है, whereas history, it is based on records. History is based on evidences. History is, okay, a dispassionate narration of events. कोई ये कह रहा होगा? The counter to this is कि no, this topic, that poetry is nearer to vital truth than history. Got it here? So this also is a type of a response to, okay, some established notions about how poets are imaginary, perhaps bordering on hallucinations. Okay, poets using words and languages, they can always create a different type of interpretation. Poets are not objective. ये कहीं ना कहीं हम मानते हैं कि आर्ट्स वाला क्या ही जानेगा the exactness of what has happened. Okay, so this topic is saying the opposite thing. ठीक है? अच्छा, the second point, इतना realization है ना कि ये debate है नहीं. It's a statement. You cannot go against this. You cannot challenge the topic. आपको कहना होगा yes we agree कि maybe history, okay, is questionable. The records that we have, probably ये questionable है. The documentation that we have, maybe this is biased. History probably hides, whereas poetry is closer to the vital truth. That's an important word. Maybe poetry is ignoring the more obvious things, the more mundane. जो actual truth है वो poetry में दिखता है. Make sense? Now the question is, Now the question is, so poetry on one side and history on the other side. What is the conventional thinking about poetry? What is the conventional thinking about history? The conventional thinking is poetry imagination hai, based on using exaggerated languages. Poetry is fantasizing, history is something. But this topic says poetry probably is more honest. Poetry is based on deep feelings. Poetry writing requires being sensitive to what has happened. Poets by nature, they are rebels. They will not be pushed to submission. So poets by nature are actually challengers. इनको आप डरा नहीं सकते, ये कविता में बोल जाएंगे. Poets, they don't hide things. ठीक है? Yes, maybe the more details can be obscured. एकदम details हैं, superficial facts, that may be lost. But the truth in terms of the deep reality, that exists. हाँ, तो अतुल उसके बारे में आप लिखेंगे नहीं ना? Okay. Atul is asking, what about the poets who are patronized by rulers? Will they not be biased? Yes, but हम उनकी बात ही नहीं कर रहे, उसको इग्नोर करो ना. Why do you want to give an argument that will destroy your own topic? So there could be poets who can be flattering of their patronizing rulers, but a true poet has the art of writing the truth even while he's flattering. जो बाद में डिस्कवर होगा, अरे ये तो गाली दे रहा था यार, ये कहां प्रेस कर रहा था. I hope you got the point. So if you are a true poet, a poet at heart, a poet who is honest to his skills, he will not succumb. ये पोएट्री में तो revolutions बनती हैं. ये पोएट्री में तो you have the fears and the trauma of the masses captured. Literature is the mirror of a society, बोलते हैं. Whereas history can be motivated. बोलते हैं ना, history is written by the victors. जो जीतता है वो लिखता है history, not the vanquished. To every possibility, history can be biased. History can be manipulated. History takes sides. ठीक है? History में the deeper facts are lost. Is it okay? So I take up a topic. I first look at the context कि ये क्यों पूछा होगा, किस वजह से पूछा होगा. What is it responding to? The second was I take up the keywords. I try to match. ये match कर रहे हैं. The next step is write a letter to a friend or your brother, explaining what the topic means. Yes, correct, Sadangi, you are right. अगर इतना कर लिया ना आपने, believe me, the essay writing will become smooth. फिर आप फॉर्मूला से फंसोगे नहीं आप लोग. That's why the entire course is based on discussion of topics. I'm not a great fan of format based writing. Format ultimately है. You can go back and check your videos, formats हैं. But this is where the root of essay writing lies. So I will invite, okay, if we can discuss as many topics as possible. It's just that we have some, say challenge of time for me. Otherwise, I would love to put up one topic discussions on the YouTube. कि बैठो और देखो, let's see. Yes, आशुतोष. अब इसमें अपना हिस्ट्री लिखो. ओके, शिल्पाधिकारम के बारे में लिखो. ओके, मालविका मित्रम के बारे में लिखो. फाइन. राज तरंगिनी लिखो. Whatever you know. Yes. तो उसके बारे में मत लिखो. See, be wise here. आपको एक डायमेंशन एस्टैब्लिश करना है. So don't take examples where your dimension gets destroyed. No, इतना तो अक्ल रखेंगे ना हम लोग. आपको ऐसे लिखना है, okay, ऐसे लिखना है, इंडिया इज अ ग्रेट कंट्री. सब क्यों लिखोगे इंडिया में गंदगी है, गरीबी है, मर जाते हैं, क्यों लिखेंगे हम लोग? I mean, understand that this is not a essay like a research thesis थोड़ी है कि सारा लिख डालेंगे हम. Topic demands, right? India is a great country. I believe so. मैं उतने लिखूंगा. Yes, there are problems. However, India is a great country. Is it okay? Yeah, online students. So I could give you a few minutes. See if you can write that letter right now. Or that paragraph or two. Explaining what this topic meant. ये टॉपिक क्या था आपका? Topic was, okay, poetry is nearer to vital truth than history. Dear friend, okay, while it is a known established fact, okay, वैसे ही लिखो आप. All of you try this, please. All of you try this, please. All of you try this, please. The previous year's topics, बहुत कम topics हैं where the topic is not counterintuitive. Most of them are challenging some otherwise common known fact, otherwise common accepted notion. Yes, forget structure, intro, conclusions, forget about, okay, language, सब के आप साइड में करो. चुपचाप लिखो what you have understood about the topic. इसीलिए प्रैक्टिस चाहिए। जितना यहां पर कर लोगे प्रैक्टिस, ओके, वहां पर टॉपिक देखोगे एंड यू आर ऑन। विद इन फर्स्ट 15 मिनट खाका बन जाएगा आपका कि क्या लिखना है। यस यस करेक्ट। यस, द मोर यू प्रैक्टिस नाउ इट बिकम्स इजियर देन। लेट टाइम नॉट बी ए कंस्ट्रेंड नाउ। मैं तो कहूंगा एक एक ऐसे को लिखो ना, आराम से पूरा दिन बैठ के लिखो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। क्या जल्दबाजी? आपका मेन एग्जामिनेशन ओके सितंबर में, पूरे हफ्ते में एक ऐसे लिखो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। When you're learning the process, then you think what you want to do. Okay, I believe all of you can do this. Yes, आप लिख लेंगे अब आप लोग? Get the hang of it now, all of you. So here is our plan now. निखिल, टॉपिक पिक करने का बात तब आएगा ना when you can write on all the topics. अभी तो write what you can write, leave the rest. निखिल, बहुत गलत इशू में आप अभी प्रॉब्लम है। सर मैं क्या चूज करूं, आईएएस उठाऊं क्या आईपीएस उठाऊं क्या आरएएस उठाऊं यूपी जाऊं? मैंने कहा बेटा पहले ओके इंटरव्यू तक पहुंच जाते हैं पहले, ठीक है, अभी उसके बाद सोचेंगे। ओके, पहले चॉइस तो आपके पास हो। राइट नाउ ओके माय एंटायर फोकस इज start enjoying the process of unraveling an essay topic. Can you all do this? कोई प्रेशर में काम मत करो। And the beauty of essay topics are you will never be entirely wrong. इतना थोड़ी मूर्ख के बैठे हैं कि एकदम पूछा आम लिखा पपीता, ऐसा ही होता है। You might miss some nuances. Some topics are tricky, you probably can get trapped. But generally, okay, you have an idea. तो अभी आपका काम यही है, okay, start enjoying the process of unraveling a topic. ऐसे लिखेंगे बाद में। And parallel to this, what you will keep on doing is, you will keep on, okay, a video progress. A video progress continuously करते रहोगे। ठीक है, all of you? Will keep on with the video progress. Today is Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we have your next session. This time it will not be on the YouTube. YouTube was part of letting you know what we will do. Okay, you have to be part of the program. Okay, आपको links मिल जाएगा क्या डिस्कस करना है। नेक्स्ट वेडनेसडे अगेन 6:30 I'll discuss something else, but my suggestion will be there are 5 topics on techniques of essay writing, ठीक है, plus couple of lectures on examples. So you must watch the first 6-7 videos. They are the core. और उसको 2-3 बार देख लेना अगर देख सकते हो, बिकॉज बहुत लॉन्ग वीडियोस नहीं है, 30 मिनट्स 1 hour 1 hour 10 minutes उस टाइप के हैं। और फुल फ्लेजेड ऐसे कोर्स में ओके यू विल हैव मोर हैंड्स ऑन, विल बी मोर हैंड्स ऑन। आई थिंक दिस इज गुड इनफ। वी आर Time has changed. Technologies alag ho gayi hain. Now use this to your advantage. It's almost like a full-fledged essay course. Okay. But I'm guiding you. आप अपने कन्वीनियंस में, अपने टाइम में, सुबह हो, शाम हो, okay, वीडियो देखो and note down. Make your notes and start thinking. So on Wednesday, okay, I will meet again at 6:30. And whatever doubts you have from the first 5-6 videos, no, first 7 videos, जिसमें कि कुछ टॉपिक्स भी हैं, lecture 7, lecture 8 तक, whatever you have doubts, you'll ask me. ठीक है? And I'll teach you the next step, what you can do about essay writing. Make sense, all of you? Any clarifications online? Any clarifications? Keep it simple, Asutosh. No technicalities. Keep it simple. Take up some previous year's topics and do this kind of a work. In fact, YouTube mein, I have discussed all the 8 topics of last year. Dekho aaram se, whether you understand those topics or not. Good, all of you? So that's about it for today's session. We finished a bit early. I think itna hi batana tha to get you started. So on Wednesday at 6:30 we meet again. And I'll discuss whatever doubts you have or questions you have. Vicky, I must confirm that. I do not know. Okay, I think it is. Will the exercises yield result? I mean, it's like saying, does practice matter? Okay, does developing skill matters? Okay, ये वो वाली बात सर, मैंने इतना सारा प्रैक्टिस किया बट जो गेंद आया वो पूरा अलग गेंद था, तो क्या फायदा हुआ प्रैक्टिस का? आपने वो वाला सवाल पूछ दिया सडनली. Nothing in life where you need excellence, nothing in life where you achieve success is a consequence of impromptu act. It is years and years of practice. It's hours of slogging that looks like it's impromptu. Okay, ये बहुत ही naive question है. Okay, I would expect कि you should answer this with more maturity. Yes, Nikhil, the schedule of the tests is fixed. We will let you know. Okay, maybe Pavneet, can you help the students in letting them know what's the schedule of the tests, or do we have flexibility? Pavneet, are you online? Yes, please do that. You get admission, uske baad hum baat karenge. Bye, all of you. Have a nice evening, whatever remains of your evening. Bye-bye. Bye, all of you.